Today we're going to go over putting our mower to bed for the season. It's been a long season, so there's a few things you want to do. Step one, you should probably change your oil. So what you want to do is warm up the engine, drain your engine oil. If you have an oil filter, remove the filter, let it drain out. Then after that, you can go ahead and put your oil and new filter back on. What you want to do after that then is take your spark plug, clean it, gap it. Always refer to your owner's manual as far as what you need to do as far as your gaps and stuff like that. Once you get that done, you want to take your air filter out, check it for how dirty it is. If it's dirty, go ahead and replace it. If it's got a foam cover, you just want to clean the foam cover, put it back on, you're done with that. Then the next step you want to do is put some fuel stabilizer in your gasoline. So what you do is you put your stabilizer in your gas, you start your mower back up, let it run for approximately 5 to 10 minutes. After that, you want to drain the gas out of your tank, start the engine back up, and then let it run the engine out of gasoline. That way your carburetor doesn't have any old gas come spring. The next step that you want to go to is cleaning your underside of your deck and sharpening your mower blade. So you just take a screwdriver, make sure you wear protective gloves and eyewear so you don't get something in your eyes or cut your hand. Clean the bottom side of your deck, then go ahead and take your blade, sharpen it, make sure that you don't have any nicks or bends, check so it's balanced, and put it back on. And that's pretty much what you need to do for your winter putting away. So to summarize the whole deal, you change your oil, you check your spark plug, replace if needed, clean and gap it otherwise, clean your air filter, put your fuel stabilizer in your gas, run it, go ahead and run it out of gasoline, clean your underside of your deck, and you sharpen your blade, and you should be ready to go next spring. Well, today we're going to discuss about our snowblower. It's getting cold out and we're going to have to start thinking about our snow one of these days. So we're going to go through a few steps as far as the preparation of our snowblower for the season. The number one thing we're going to start out with is make sure that it runs. So we will check so we have gas, pull it over, see if it starts. If it starts, then we'll go through our next step, which is we'll check our paddle and our scraper to make sure they're in good operating condition so they clean the snow from the concrete. We will then check our belt to make sure that it is not cracked or worn so that the first time we go out we don't get 10 feet and the belt breaks and the machine doesn't work. And that'll be the few minor things that we'll go over today as far as there's not a lot of steps, but it's stuff that we would definitely want to have ready for the season. One of the steps we want to also make sure we check is our wheels and our axles so that they're not bent or broke from people dropping them on the concrete. Another step we're going to work on is as far as checking our primer and our choke system so it does start easily and properly for us. We will check our chute for our discharge to make sure that it is operating properly so it turns right and left and up and down so we can get the snow out of our way when we're ready to clear snow. As an overview, you know, the time to check this stuff is now before we get snow. What we want to do is make sure that everything is up and running because we don't want to walk out there next morning with 6 inches of snow on the ground and no snowblower starting. So just make sure we go over our basics as far as if we have any problems, refer to your owner's manual because there's a lot of good information. If that doesn't get it, just take it to your local servicing dealer and they will take care of you. But the main thing is we want to check it now because once it becomes snow, the dealers will be too busy to look at your stuff. So you want to just do the simple stuff at this time.